And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Frostpunk 2. As we go back through the main campaign and attempt to relearn the game after a year away. At least on sewer difficulty, I think I've got the hang of it here in the main campaign. Although the main campaign, as many people have said, is the sort of the tutorial for Utopia mode. I have 10 explorers. I need to wait for the, you know, the whiteout to move past the place we're going. This place is dead. Explore the site and is blocked by the storm. So our roads are not done. My exploration is still going. So I have 10. So that's 20. Okay. So I've got 10 to go someplace. I'm not sure if I got a place that I can send 10 predictably. Given the whole, storm rolling through. We can send up there, apparently. Okay, so we got our 10 sent. Back to the city. The big thing we're missing in the city is materials. We're going to do some frost breaking to fix that. I think I should probably prepare for more people. Just in case we get more people before we get to Winterhome. Worst case scenario, I can ship... Well, worst case scenario, I think the city is a good enough place I can ship people to Winterhome. But we still probably want more housing in the short term. Okay, completed that demand.
The Research Institute.
So the Research Institute is ready for more research.
Stewart.
If I were to give you a promise, what would you want? You'd be straight down to get a salvaging factory, although I'd have to build an industry district to do that. Research efficiency bonus. Pass heat auctions. Sure, we'll research efficiency bonus. No guarantee that we're going to pass that, but we'll research it. Work composition. More food demand if we pass that in exchange for trust. Oh, actually, no. That's the worker rations. You want efficiency bonuses, which is just efficiency with no drawback. Other than it, pisses off the other, some of the other factions. There's always a drawback in Frostpunk 2. And yeah, at the moment we got no problems. There's absolutely no problems. If anything, I might actually want to return down turn down oil production so I can save on the materials. Pressure point, Winterhome. Stewart, the Evolvers have stripped naked and are walking the streets wearing naught but their blood warmers to prove they no longer require the meager warmth offered by clothes. Of course not. The whole city's warm. Anyway, we have a better plan for Winterhome. We don't need to pillage it in pursuit of some warm utopia one-shots to the crowd. We are the warm utopia. Adapt with the frost, and everywhere will be warm. The Faithkeepers are outraged by this sway and worried this may sway others to the Evolver cause. They want you to put an end to this blasphemy at once. Ban displays of nudity, which increase their fervor, or they have a right to wear what they do or don't want. Just let them have more members.
Stewart.
Okay, frost baking's done. Let's do some more harvesting. Food districts are technically threatening to run out, but with the storm gone, one option is always just to get it from the world map. The world is about to get a little bit colder, so I should be mentally preparing for having to warm the city up, but we're reasonably prepared to do that. We did weather the storm, after all. It would be surprising if we weren't able to solve the cold problem. Should be just easy enough to go around and do 2. Some of the places have warmth bonuses that I need to get one of the places up to warm to get the bonus to apply, so I can turn the other one back down. Okay, I suppose one of those is probably going to be able to turn down right away. Here we go. Moment, that looks fine. In fact, actually, you're already complaining about being too warm. Anyway, we're still fuel positive. Sorry, I do need the extra minerals because I don't really want to reduce the fuel production. Oh, and I've got some exploration done out here. And my road. The road's not done, so that's not it. Ship sent 10 out. 10, 10, 10. Apparently I have 10 more than I'm thinking. Okay, well that's fine. I might have canceled one of the explorations because I was short from the cold or something. Let these things finish and we'll send them out again. Okay. So, need 100 more materials. Can I get that from industry? Not extraction. 100 sawmill. 187. So yeah, putting one of you there should get us the bonus we need to get positive on everything. That might cause a little bit more. A bit of that was disease or squalor, but might need to technically put either hospital in somewhere or some filters. Welfare's demands met. They immediately bring that up for a vote, which is fine. I think if I don't help this is probably not going to pass. Although I'm fine with it not passing, so we'll see if it just passes on its own merits.
The votes are in.
Barely passes.
The measure passes.
Hear us, Stuart.
Stuart?
If I were to make you a promise, what do you want? You want another deep melting drill? Or pleasure commons? I'm going to agree to this. That does mean I need to get some more ores. I think I've got some unexploited deep deposits. I exploited that one yet? Yeah, that one's been exploited. You haven't, so you'd be the example of probably where I'd put it. Probably put it on the food, guarantee we get some food. Okay. I was hoping that it's gonna give me a direction on what I should research. But nope. Nope, that was not it. Youth. Hospitals, watchtowers. Could go hubs. Did he get fully moved into security? Or into hubs? I think there's an alternative to surveillance hubs. So. I know for when we're in Winterhome, I'm going to want some security. Oh, that's watchtowers. That's what I'm thinking of. So these two have the same, but you have less workforce. You have more, but require the same amount of workforce as these guys. Let's build this one, or research that one. Oh, minimize for the steward. Listen to them. Lex Aterna durable goods. Steward, a young eccentric inventor, brought us a prototype of a lamp generating an almost endless supply of light by storing what he calls solar fluorescence. Look at this, a lamp that never runs out. It doesn't need servicing or replacing, and the power can be redirected to other functions, he said excitedly. He's asking for funding to produce it at a larger scale to benefit all the citizens. Should we finance the project? Free heat stamps, but more effective by decreasing good demand. Sure. Okay, has the storm passed? Not enough yet. I'm literally waiting for the storm to pass. Okay, so we can rebuild the station. Which then allows me to do... Oh, I need to know where their mushroom experiment is. We'll explore there then. Okay, we're gonna have another exploration complete. Let's go and check it out. Ice Valley. Where is that? Down here. Ice smelters, or ice smelter, or IEC smelter. This huge mine and smelting apparatus provided the steel used to construct the nearby generators on behalf of the Imperial Exploration Company. That's where IEC comes from. Okay, a crew of thousands once lived within and below the machine. Only a small fraction of you made it to New London. Captain sent a crew with cores here to establish an outpost. There's no sign of the crew, but the cores remain, along with many salvageable components. We can take it all back to New London, or finally restart the machine, restart the smelter. To take the cores, or restart the machine, and can create an outpost here to generate materials. I'm always partial to starting outposts. Probably in this situation, the meta would have been to go the other way around because went to defeat the frost earlier. Windward more. Freezing winds buffet this part of the valley. Following our Otis maps, our scouts found a generator construction site buried in the snow, but little of use remains. The area contains some resource deposits, but they're too inaccessible to benefit New London. So, spoiler, I think one of the options you've got in the final chapter is to colonize that spot. So, it's a good thing we found it before we need it. Might as well explore the hills down there.
Hear us, Steward.
Our scouts filled in another blank spot on the map.
Another place explored. That was up here. Hot Springs Mushroom Cave. Okay, so this is the following up. Our scouts have found a variety of mushrooms growing within different depths of the cave. Broken heat pipes run throughout the caverns. The scouts suspect the place was an attempt by the hot spring populace to develop a hardier food source. They could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hot houses, or we could repair a facility and share its benefits with the hot springs people. So if we take the mushrooms, food production efficiency is increased, or we can repair it, which creates a food harvesting site, and the hot springs will be pleased. We'll do that option. I can always come back here to get more food. Bone traders, hot springs. Some people from the hot springs have started a market for goods crafted from bone. It appears that a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They've made use of every part of the frozen beast to sustain themselves, including their bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They'll happily give us goods for some food. I have food surplus. They have goods. We'll make the trade. In the meantime, if I go find you, I can now access the spring. It allows us to create an outpost to reduce disease. Which is going to require a road, 300 workforce, and 20 Frostland teams. I can build the road while I'm waiting for my teams to be available. Back in the town, everything is happy-dory. Could use the steam cores for building our deep core mining. Oh, did I finish my... I did finish my extension down there. Need more workforce. Okay, so I'm actually at the point where I might want more people to move into the town. Or grow. We're halfway to the next growth.
Remind everyone not to aid initiates wandering the Frostlands. They must find their own way back.
Okay.
Steward.
I'm going to make a promise to you, assuming you don't give me really terrible promises. You want a heat dispatcher. Or research the pressurized one. Okay, I got 40 weeks to build a heat dispatcher. Meantime, which is the district that would benefit from it? You or you? We'll do the one down here. Less likely to do adjacencies down there, so just making you hardier is nice. New lamp saves lives. Steward, our new solar fluorescence lamps are a resonant success. They may not have been everlasting as we'd hoped, but they are probably as efficient as we'll ever make them. They recently allowed a group of citizens lost in a blizzard to signal their position for long enough to be rescued. Bless the whiz who came of this deck. We'd all be dead without him, said relieved father. We agreed to finance the young investor's lamp upgrade. I see. Londoners demand met. And then we want to lower your temperature, because you can be. So the only faction that is not happy right now is the one that wants me to build the deep mining drill. So I'm other than maybe getting militia or promoting them, there's nothing I can do. Other than trying to, complete the quest I've already agreed to. Oh, research. So I've got my watchtowers. Could go for the housing block for higher density. Freight dock for more transport. multi-use deep deposits. So this is an upgrade on the existing one. Costs more steam cores, but it provides other stuff. Okay. Yeah, don't need that. Colony furnace capacity, so if I need the colonies to be warmer. Probably pretty useful if, you know, you're not in the main campaign. That reduces the proximity modifier on the Squalor, but I'm handling that with just filtration. So yeah, I think I save up some heat stamps and go for one of the advanced installations. Not that I even need those, honestly. That might just be worth setting up heat stamps for dealing with where we're going. Oh, you're not warm. Become warm. And I suppose one way to do that is I can get more... Need workers. I was about to say, get more scouts. Okay, so there's one way to get a little bit more. Do the same at both sides. And look at me a little bit more. It's about to get colder. So I'm just gonna have to run around and add one heat to everywhere. In fact, actually, I'm so certain it's just one heat everywhere. It doesn't let me push the button ahead of time. It's about to go like, yeah, just give one heat everywhere. Preemptively. No, I gotta wait until it gets cold, and then I gotta go around and hit one everywhere. Yeah, I gotta go around, hit one everywhere. And then some places I can hit up and then down to get the bonus for neighbor bonus. Okay, we're running a little bit of a deficit right now. Although that's the argument towards getting more insulation, right? Get the insulation up, which is actually quite expensive. That's 4K, and it's probably gonna throw it around and do the upgrade pass again. They're 50 each or something. Although it might remember and might just reward it retroactively. Dead End Crags explored. Fishing spot if I need more food. Site of conflict, Rowett expedition. A pair of broken down transports are flanked by unmarked graves. Neither damage nor death was the result of natural causes. If repaired, the transports could be useful for future expeditions. Then again, their cores could also be useful. Repair the transports. I don't really need to be faster. Or just get 2 cores. We'll take 2 cores. Deserters End. Rowett expedition. As the transport lies in pieces, frozen corpses scatter around and unburied, our scouts find a journal amongst the carnage. After that bloodshed weeks back, he's only got matter. He speaks of splitting atoms, setting the air on fire, ending the frost. He declared this a one-way journey and hanged the men who argued, not waiting for the same. Nothing more that can be done for them. For better or worse, we know their expedition will not return. They are not coming back. And I think we can set up the hot springs. Oh, and I apparently set it up. Decrease disease in the city and its colonies. Requires 10 workers, which it's working on, or 10 things which I could turn off and get back. But no. Okay. And I'm still too early to go to Winterhome. Still in the path. Okay, I think I'm gonna build a road from the metal place, or the ore place here. Get that materials coming in. Yep. Okay, would be safe to explore there. I got 5 more to respond to anything. And technically I could upgrade the place, but we're not going to do that. Okay. Back here in the town, to explore some of the more dangerous places, I'm going to need to build out... I've got a quest to deep core mine. Logistics. I want to build another survivalist place. Oh, I need more workers for that. Need more people. Alarm, alarm. Old dreadnought. What's wrong? Critical situation. I haven't been paying attention to your warmth. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, well, we're not doing anything in the capital for the moment, because I need to fix, this area down here a little bit. Good thing it gave me warning. On a situation being critical. Could have given that to me a little bit earlier, honestly. Okay, so we got those going. That'll help. And then I might actually want to bring... Although I think what we got here is got a lot of sick people. That would get better now that we've warmed the place up, hopefully. What's the fuel difference? Does it make sense to try to put more... Now we're fuel negative everywhere at the moment. Okay. We got stockpile, so it's not a concern. Yeah, could definitely do with more fuel here. Hopefully we've got sick here that recover. Although I see no indication of that. I think what happened is we just achieved the point where we were about to get some. That's what was giving me the warning on the visual warning up there. Okay.
The price of brew has been reduced. This
Redemption Way explored. Baron's Cave, shipwreck camp. Wall of whiskey barrels protects the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market is where the servants themselves are bought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in the plague-ridden bilge of shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons, and we can expand to the shipwreck itself. So I can send the materials, or I can shut it down. Or I can come back later. And this is shipwreck camp. Settlement population, approximately 5,000 people. Broken chains hang from the gunwales of a wrecked prison hulk. Founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal. Rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos with different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until clear authority reigns, there's nothing we can do with the wreck. So if I help the old people, or help the people we just talked to, we can install the old leader. Have to make more steps towards equality before our people accept these allies. Support new leader. Oh, so that's the Baron, is the new leadership. To arm the men at the nearby Baron's Cave, they'll be able to defeat the rival gang and bring about order. Or bring these people to New London. Send guards to crush the gangs, demolish the wreck, and bring the innocents to New London. Or I can pretty much just ignore this. Ignore the problem for the moment. The potential problem for the moment. The mountains, we need more things set up. That one I could explore. Sure, explore that one. We got a valley over here. Let's explore the valley. Okay. Do we go out hat in hand for some heat stamps? Yeah, I go out hat in hand with some heat stamps. Give me some funds. Give me some funds. I think I probably got enough. Try to keep you happy for the moment. I'll even go ahead and promote you. Now, part of that funds is I would like to get improved insulation for the colony, mostly. So we'll research that. We'll see if that's automatically applied. If it is, it will basically allow us to have extra heat everywhere. If it isn't, then I'll have to go around and spend a whole lot of stuff improving stuff. Yeah, we're pretty stocked on resources, so I'm definitely ready to go places. The moment I can. Still, the storm is almost past, so I think when our guys are back, we'll be able to go to the next chapter.
Steward? Honorable Steward.
Steward.
Steward? Steward?
Grant agenda, we'll see if your side can get that passed. Food production increased, disease marginally increased for chemical additives. More likely than not gonna pass, but it could pass.
Hear ye, hear ye. The proposed law has been rejected.
Steward.
Steward? Steward?
We're nice about baptisms.
Steward.
Faction rally. Contribute more workforce, contribute more heat stamps, organize baptisms. Get me more heat stamps. Anyway, fix the problem here until it gets colder. I'm not sure if it is going to get colder. Although, again, we have a fuel problem on the horizon. To fix the fuel problem, I actually need to bring more workers there. Or improve our heat usage. One of the two. Okay, that helps a little bit. I'm looking at my materials, I'm like, we're overflowing on materials. In fact, we're still overflowing on materials. It might be tempting to take some more of the materials down. Well, that's not necessarily going to help with the heat situation. There's some more people out there I can pull in. What about the housing for at the moment? Far Reach explored. Is Far Reach up or down? Can't I remember what the Far Reach... There, it's the Far Reach. An explorer's grave. A pile of stones breaks the horizon. The cairn is both a grave and a cache. We firmly believe the core within it was left for whomever finds themselves in need, and not for the explorer's journey in the afterlife. Some of the scouts feared disturbing the stones, while others point out that we can take the core and reassemble the cairn afterwards. Okay, we'll have to take the core. Frozen Grave. Frozen Grove. Found a grove of trees encased in snow in the ice. The perfect site for the crew with a wall drill to extract timber. Okay. Well, I don't need the timber that bad. And then, before I forget, I need to do the melting drill. Complete that quest, so don't get angry at me for failing.
Our scouts have
Tesla being
surveyed.
explored. Captain's mine. The captain himself ordered this mine dug as New London's coal began to dwindle, but its hastily laid trail was lost in the whiteout. The shafts are marked with the miners' final farewells to their family. Mysterious towers. The tall towers can be spotted atop these peaks. Further exploration has been hindered by the constant winds and shearing glaciers surrounding the site. Our scouts have noted that some tunnels by Tesla City head in this direction. We could outfit an expedition to try and reach the site from underground. We had 30 teams. We can outfit an expedition. Ruins of Tesla City. The long, looming remains of a city once famed for its technological marvels. The place has a bad reputation and has been picked clean over the years, but to our surprise, the scouts uncovered a yet undiscovered chamber. It houses a mechanical calculator powered by a coal-to-oil converter. It remains active, though no one knows what it's calculating. We can either remove the converter to replicate in New London, though this will deactivate the machine, or we can send a team here to use the machine to boost our research. We'll leave the machine for the mount. I think that's not necessarily worth delaying this. The ruins of Winterhome. We will need to connect a trail and send colonists. Connect a path. It will take 200 of our people. There we go. Faithkeeper's demand kept.
Steward.
Steward. Steward.
Steward.
Steward.
The delegates have returned.
All outsiders once again placed on the vote pedal. Allow the vote to go. It looks like this time it may pass, but RNG sometimes does not go the way you expect.
Hear
Yeah,
ye,
passes this
hear ye. The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect. Attention, citizens. A new
Whispering Valley explored. It's to the southwest, yeah. Languid herd for more food. Wrecked warehouse. Crumbling warehouse sits by a dilapidated track. It has been pillaged many times by scavengers, but one of our scouts noticed a metal trapdoor. She drilled through the thick metal and entered a buried chamber containing pristine cores. Construction manuals in the chamber show the cores were intended to drive a locomotive, but can be refurbished them for other purposes. Three more cores. Okay. We better come prepared. It's time to go. Construction time, 14 weeks. Return to Winterhome. Descending into the Valley Winterhome will be very challenging. We will need to divert resources, manpower, and attention from New London. Are you certain you wish to confront this challenge now? Yes. Send Winterhome. Steward, a radical group of faithkeepers have come forward with a proposition. They suggest ensuring the leading members of the Evolvers end up in the colonist group that will set out for Winterhome. The Evolvers have been a source of discord in New London. One member of the Faithkeepers say, make sure the most fervent of them join the main group to Winterhome colonists. With them gone, New London will be free from protests. make sure to pick instigators from the Evolvers in addition to everyone else. All disturbances in New London will cease. Colonists will settle, or all disturbances in New London will cease. Partially also implying that they will start in Winterhome. We'll just take the default there. Improve your insulation.
Stupid.
More people live among us, which actually means I need even more housing. More housing required. I don't think I necessarily need more goods, although there's an argument to not put it in the squalor zone so it doesn't get any squalor. It would be cold over there, but we get a lot of shelter. Sure, put it over there. To support that, though, we are going to put a heating hub. Help offset the heating requirements. And I now have more workers. So I can go ahead and get Survivalist headquarters for threat decrease again. So that should decrease the threat the rest of the way that I should be able to safely explore everywhere on the map. Given time and opportunity. Now, the housing maybe isn't super important because we're going to ship people off to Winterhome, obviously. You're now considered too warm because of the insulation. Oh, and I can insulate you as well, so let's start doing that. Trying not to completely burn through the fuel too quickly, because we're technically doing that. Although we had pretty big stockpiles. Interesting. Classed as chilly. That's going to provide +2, so it's only going to take it up to livable. So we'll insulate the district, which will help.
Steward.
The fate of Winterhome. A pivotal choice. The Winterhome expedition has arrived to the cursed city. The cores under the ruins could be used to further upgrade the new London generator, bring about levels of warmth we've never dreamt of. To reach the cores, we would have to demolish the ruins, split the earth open to access that, or those that are buried, and extract them quickly before the toxicity renders Winterhome forever uninhabitable. Alternatively, we could seal the toxic fissures, forever burying most of the cores. We could bring an avalanche down to batten down the cracks and then work fast to magically close what remain. But afterwards, we can build a new city here and use it as a springboard for our expansions. Whichever approach we will take, there will be no turning back, because someone will be opposed to it. Shape the power balance between Faithkeepers and Evolvers, so we can salvage it. Below the ruins, we need cores to upgrade our generator to full capacity, or settle it, which is what I'm going to go with. The Evolvers will approve, but the Faithkeepers will disapprove. Close the fissures. If we can settle here, no single whiteout will endanger all of us again. If you proceed, the Faithkeepers will be outraged. We will proceed. Decision inconsistent with your previous choices. Yes, thus far you've chosen to support the Faithkeepers in their path to defeat the Frost. This choice will realize the Evolver's dream and undermine any hope for a future the Faithkeepers wanted. Yeah, we were gonna become contrarian. Winterhome, colonized. Chapter 4, Voracity. Settling Winterhome. Colonizing Winterhome into an habitable colony will be difficult. The remnant toxic gas springs will spew toxic fumes. We have to frostbreak and contain all toxic fissures before the gas concentration becomes lethal. Next gas outburst in less than a week. Increased toxicity catastrophic. Tap an old gas springs using a fume filtration district. Currently, no one here is housed. The generator isn't even on. I think I can ship oil here to support that. I do technically have the ability to get more materials here, but I don't think we really want to bother necessarily right away with more materials. I think we have enough. The big concern is actually maybe that I do not have enough fuel. Spoilers. And you can see as we move in, we're going to hit toxic glass that causes disease. We do have an area up here with no toxic gas, so we're going to want to build up here and maximize how much our districts for the worker housing touch each other. The adjacency bonus on the fuel that we do bring in. Here we have two types of frostbreak. I can do rapid, or I can do safe. 15 weeks, 5 weeks. So in theory, I only need to crack that spot for that vent location. Do a little bit more than that. Wait, keep it fairly small. And then it is, I think, only in the area where it's red where you need to do a safe. Yeah, so these don't need to be safe, or these ones can be rapid because they don't need to be safe. And I do probably want to ship oil here. Start with just shipping 10. The required food and the required goods. Turn the generator on. Oh, I gotta unpause so the stuff arrives. So I can turn the generator on. There we go. Just having the generator on is requiring 13 fuel. Okay. To run optimally. So let's at least give it the 13. Until we get those districts built. And we need to run to you. Where is the third? Oh, that's geothermal. That's not where I need to run. I'm gonna run to the danger science. It's 3 danger science. Okay, so there, and there. I might technically be able to run the geothermal for some power in the city alone. Okay. $57 weeks until the toxicity rises. Okay. We're going to get the housing done, and then I'm going to want to do more expansion here. Really waiting on that insulation. Or for me to send more people, I suppose. Although that would be waiting on more housing, I suppose. which I could build. I could build more housing and then go for more hydraulic pump jacks. To get more fuel out so we're more appropriately extracting oil for our current consumption needs. Oh, I could even build the housing before we send the people, so let's think about that. Got 600 more labor here. The question is, do I send it to Winterhome or do I send it to the Dreadnought to make more fuel so I can keep every place warm? That is a good question. I promote you to calm you down? Yep. No.
Steward.
I recruit 7 weeks for you.
Steward.
Some more from you. There we go. Yep, you're, because I've done some warming up there, you're actually too warm. Do I actually need anyone to live here at the moment? No. So I can turn this one off. That saves me some heat. The next one is also 50 or 25, so I can turn you off as well, although I don't think you're costing me very much heat. It's done corrected. You actually cost a decent amount of heat. Okay. Or you. You're 39, I could just turn you... Oh no, you I can't turn off. You actually cost more heat, so you're the one who gets turned off. You evaluate the right temperature. It looks like we're the right temperature, so that saves me some heat. It is going to get warmer, which is going to help out. The fuel requirements. In fact, actually, that'll help out a lot with the fuel requirements. So we'll be able to move much faster once we build out more housing here. So if anything, the thing I need to go around is with hat in hand, I need more funds
Steward.
from the factions we're appeasing. Can't ask for fun from you. I can from you.
Steward.
No, I can't from you. Okay. Okay. I should be staring at Winterhome because Winterhome's the place where we're on a timer. Okay, so these places need to be heated to passable temperatures. Need to send more fuel. There we go. Oh, you're really gonna fight with the cold here. Okay. Again, this is maybe not a very efficient generator, I suppose. No, I can't improve this one. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Chile will take you to livable. Okay, that's all the fuel I can realistically supply you. That gets you to very cold, where it's going to be cold. Okay. I think I can still make this work.
Hear us, steward.
Rapid frostbreaking harms workers. Stewards, as frostbreaking teams near the chasm of Winterhome, it is as if we approach the maw of hell itself. The ground splintered and noxious fumes push through the cracks to strangle those even in open air. Scores of our people suffer today, brought right to the edge of death. They won't survive a second attempt. Rapid frostbreaking can lead to injuries and death. Tensions between evolvers and faithkeepers are rising. If this saves lives, it's worth it. Automated frostbreaking will not put people at risk. Construct one automated workforce factory, where sacrifices will be necessary. We'll have to build an automated workforce factory somewhere, probably in Winterhome. Which will have to be something with research. Okay. In the meantime, I need to do more safe frostbreaking. So I can do about 6 tiles at a time. Safe frostbreaking. I suppose at this point we could start mining steam cores. Although getting the place heated enough, I think, is more of a priority for me at the moment. Aim to sabotage operations in Winterhome. Okay, so we can expect the former faithful do not appreciate the unfaithful work we're doing here.
Due to the recent lice outbreak, all workers are urged to carefully inspect helmets before donning them.
Okay, asbestos lining. And asbestos lining is instant on all places we've pressed the button on. Okay, that's good. So you're now warm. There we go. So now I've got some more heat to play with. Let's check up on the other settlements. So the housing districts are also going to be too warm, although only enough to drop them 1 tier. I need more heat stamps for you. It only affects housing districts. So you require no heat in this weather. Drop to that tier. Okay, so if I do another 400, I could do that also for the industry, which would help a lot. We're still very oil negative.
Steward.
Steward. Steward. Hear us, steward.
Steward.
I do need those funds. Take the funds.
Steward.
Steward. Steward. Steward.
Steward.
Steward.
Okay, I'm gonna take that funds straight into the advanced workplace installation. That'll mean to drop all the industry locations in the old city 1 heat level. When it's done. Technically, I'm delaying the research automated workforce factory, so that means we're gonna have to do a safe expansion in Winterhome. When can I raise funds from you?
Steward.
Steward. Honorable Steward.
19 weeks, so quite a while.
Dearest Steward. Steward.
Steward.
You're 19 weeks. So you're the only one who's really open to it at the moment. Let's grant you an agenda, try to boost your opinion. Ceremonial funerals, okay.
The noes have it!
Steward.
Honorable
We can do the praise here. So that's 7. No, we do this now. And then we're still going to do the praise to get rid of the fever. The fervor. Okay, and that provides me funds with which to fix things. Improve things. I can bring more workers here. If I can bring more workers here, I can get more oil. Okay, in the meantime, I can bring another 1,000 in. I think that's 1,000. Yeah, if we go jump back to capital city. How's the workforce? I got enough workforce for that, okay. Oh, that reminds me, I have scouts that should be out doing stuff, and not just sitting around. For example, they can be out looking for people to bring home. There's some people. Take some exiles in. It's now safe to explore the mountains. Yeah, it's people. Take those people. We're gonna need them. Okay, so I'm waiting for people here. Let's let time pass in Winterhome. Oop, got a decision.
Steward.
Upon reflection, Steward, the Faithkeepers are appalled at your treachery regarding Winterhome. Your last-minute reversal appears to be blatant betrayal. We see now that you are playing us for fools, one Faithkeeper leader spits. Never again will we believe your words, Steward. We've proven how little it's worth. Further united in their contempt for you, they've gathered more purpose and zeal than before. Okay. I don't think that was the... Was that the only... Yeah, that was the only one. Only decision going. Lots of stuff moving around the Frostland. Okay, so expansion here. We now have housing. I could technically bring more in. Although only like 300 more. Wouldn't necessarily provide me that much workforce without building another housing district, which would be more fuel I don't currently have. So I think we try to make do. Automated workforce factory is going to be in a industrial district, isn't it? Gotta research it, of course. Oh, it's 2 techs. That's where it is. Probably behind work shifts. We might not actually complete that. Although that quest is a quest to unlock Automate It, which is an alternative to Rapid. Doesn't have any deaths. So that's why that's an option. Okay. We pop back to the mains. Oh no, this is the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought has received workers. We grab a hydraulic pump. We got one more hydraulic pump to put out. We put it out. This will provide 93 oil, which is more than we need here. Yeah, it's more than we need here. Technically, we got 200 surplus workers that I should probably send back. Let's, now that I'm thinking about that, send them back. Okay. There we go. And balance the food, balance the goods. Okay, back in the capital city, we got more people inbound. Nope, I need more housing. That's for the people we have here right now. And you're actually one step too warm. More people, need more housing. It's maybe gonna run out. Food's maybe gonna run out. No, that's the mining that's reporting low. Okay. You need to turn you on. So even one step is actually a lot of people. Okay, all the people have arrived. Still a bit food negative. Winterhome. Sabotage in Winterhome. Steward, some colonists, swayed by the faith keepers among them, have begun to sabotage our efforts. They're tampering with buildings and heavy machinery. We could build watchtowers to maintain order, but some of the evolvers whisper of a more extreme solution. We propose we instill human experimentation. In their mind, it would both aid our effort as well as show the colonists given the option working is a better choice. Sabotage will cause strict destruction until order is enforced. Build watchtowers. I need to build 2 surveillance watchtowers. Enact human experimentation, which would require me to construct a surveillance watchtower and pass a law that I think I have to research to do, or think of another way. We will go with the watchtowers. I think we have the watchtower. I think the watchtower is the one we got built, or researched. Yeah. So I'd have to free up some workforce. So the first of the safe frost breaking needs to finish so that I can get those surveillance watchtowers in. Okay, so for the moment, let's return the surplus of fuel. So we're 113 short here. We'll have more when the well is done. 118 short here, yeah, so we're going through fuel a little aggressively. Trying to keep every place warm. The industry insulation is going to help. Well, that is a while out. Although I got a decent amount of trust. Let's tank some trust to get the science going a little faster.
Steward.
1 week. So in 1 week we can get rid of that fervor.
Steward.
Steward.
Death to evolvers. Steward, we discovered ransacking provisions, and the dream is dead. Cores are gone. We'll never feel true warmth again. Carved into the warehouse walls, followed by death to evolvers. 3 of the workers did not report in for the shifts. They're known to be Faithkeeper members, instigating brawls and vocal in their hatred efforts in Winterhome. Their fate is left to the frost now. We need to have our eyes peeled for violent radicals. 3 deserters flee Winterhome. So we've got death toll of 3 from other. Okay, so that would say frostpunk is done. We need more workforce, and I'm going to need more workforce. Okay. To do the geothermal. I'm going to need to free up 500 more workforce. One way or another. How much more housing do we have here? $300 at least. Let's request 300 more people will be sent. That should support building another housing district. Okay, so I got another one of the safe breaking done. We'll build up another housing district. Right now. Extraction is 600. So the alternative is right as I can generate steam. To warm the place up. And to be fair, the whole place is going to warm up in a moment. Yeah, the whole place is going to warm up. So let's get the housing district going. More housing for more workers, please. Actually, let's do 1 tile of safe. That's enough to get that safe. Or get that rift fused. Disturbances under control. Districts will no longer be damaged by saboteurs. The measures put in place to counteract the sabotage are lifted. Winterhome will face destruction again. Okay, so our people have arrived. Does mean that Winterhome ruins should probably receive more goods and more food. And I don't quite have enough workforce. Never mind. Let's say I have enough workforce to try to get the extraction district going for steam. Because I definitely need to make, if I want to continue expanding here, either I gotta wait until the place warms up, which is actually about to happen, or I need to improve logistics, which reminds me, I probably need 10 people to do this. I need the Skyway. Yeah, I need 10 crews to do that, which will probably get relatively soon.
Help us keep you warm.
Okay, looking at the time, I think it's a good place for a part break. I am enamored with finishing this run at this point, so we are going to play out what's left of this run during the stream. So if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. If you're watching on YouTube, you can expect to be part up tomorrow. Maybe a part the day up after tomorrow. I think we're that level of close to the end. It's you do the thing in Winterhome. Someone gets murdered in the council chambers. Spoilers. With that. Hopefully it isn't spoilers. The game's been out for more than a year for people. And then you have to decide how you're going to bring order to the city. And if everything goes well, order may be brought real quick. That's kind of the plan. So until next time, they'll be part up tomorrow if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We are going to record more tonight. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.